The economic difference between America and Europe, particularly in terms of working hours and productivity, has been a subject of interest lately. America's economic achievements over Europe is often attributed to various factors such as technological innovation and abundant natural resources, like oil, but a significant aspect that stands out is the difference in work ethic and hours. According to OECD data, Americans work an average of 1,811 hours per year, which is 15% more than the EU average of 1,571 hours. This substantial gap in working hours is not merely a result of Europeans taking more leisure time but is rooted in the fundamental differences in work culture and practices between the two regions. The question of whether more money or more free time leads to a better quality of life is complex and subjective, as it depends on individual preferences and societal norms. Americans adhere to a work schedule that aligns with American standards, while Europeans follow their own cultural norms regarding work-life balance. One significant observation is the impact of remote work on work culture. Remote work has made American work practices somewhat more aligned with European norms, albeit with distinct differences. This shift highlights the evolving nature of work arrangements and their influence on work-life balance. While cultural factors such as the perception of leisure and the value placed on hard work have historically influenced work hours, changes over time challenge simplistic cultural explanations. For instance, until the 1970s, many European countries worked longer hours than America, indicating a shift that cannot be solely attributed to cultural preferences. Economist Edward Prescott's analysis suggests that taxation plays a crucial role in determining work hours. Higher tax burdens in Europe, particularly since the early 1990s, have been linked to reduced motivation and, consequently, fewer working hours compared to America. The disparity in tax revenue, with America at 28% of GDP and Europe around 40%, underscores this difference in taxation's impact on work behavior. However, the relationship between taxation and work hours is nuanced. Lower taxes may incentivize some individuals to work longer hours to maximize their earnings, while others may choose to work less and enjoy a better work-life balance. Regulatory frameworks also influence work hours significantly. European regulations, such as generous parental leave policies and limits on working hours, contribute to shorter workweeks and increased leisure time. However, these regulations have mixed outcomes in terms of their intended impact on employment and productivity. Furthermore, wealthier countries tend to have shorter work hours, suggesting a correlation between economic prosperity and leisure time. Yet, despite America's economic wealth, it continues to exhibit longer working hours compared to many European countries. The rise of remote work presents a notable shift in work patterns. The Global Survey of Working Arrangements discovered that American full-time employees work remotely from home for 1.4 days per week, compared to 0.8 days for their European counterparts. Factoring in this division of home office time into the OECD's compilation of working hours data leads to an intriguing revelation: Europeans and Americans now dedicate nearly identical durations to office work, with Europeans averaging 1,320 hours annually and Americans 1,304 hours. In conclusion, the disparity in working hours between America and Europe is influenced by a complex interplay of cultural attitudes, taxation policies, regulatory frameworks, and evolving work practices. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for policymakers and businesses seeking to optimize productivity while ensuring a healthy work-life balance for employees.